go. How's it going, guys? It's Vichy StarCraft coming to you live with another StarCraft commentary. This is going to be my first commentary that I will do for the game of StarCraft. I'm a very big fan of StarCraft. I've been playing it since StarCraft 1, StarCraft Beta, StarCraft 2, and I can't wait for the new Heart of the Swarm to come out. So, without further ado, let's get it on. So, who do we have playing today? We have on our top right our red Protoss player, Alice Raider, and our bottom right we have our blue Terran player, Tdub. Now this video is actually showing it to you guys to show how to properly defend a very early push from Terran using Marine Marauders. Tdub does a very good job of harassing Raider, but Raider does an excellent job not panicking and getting up all his forces. So let's see how this takes place. So what do we have going on for Tdub? It looks like it's pretty much standard 10 depot he's building here. And what do we have for Raider? He has a pylon, and this probe is probably going out to do a scout. Let's see where his route's going. Yep, so he's checking up in the top left corner to see where his opponent Tdub is, and as you can see here, Tdub has already spotted his Protoss player, Raider, on the top right with his SCV here. Now, when you go into your opponent's base, key things you want to look for to see if whether they have their gas up. If they don't have their gas up early, that usually indicates that they're kind of going for an expand, or they're just trying to mass up as many minerals as they can for the later game. As you can see, Tdub here, he looks at that and he goes, hey, you know what, Raider doesn't have any gas, but I think he missed it just as the SCV came out. So what does he have building? So he's doing a pretty much standard build. You got the racks here, that's about to finish, and as you can see, Raider still has not scouted his opponent yet, and now finally that probe is gonna make its way down all the way to Tdub's base. Now the pressure that Tdub puts on is he's going racks heavy. Keep in mind, barracks units are absolutely amazing against non-upgraded gateway units. It's just because the Marauder is so good at just kiting zealots. They're so good at dealing damage to stalkers. And yeah, there you go. The probe manages to find him, but I don't know if he gets any intel. Oh, as a Marine takes it down. So I don't think Raider saw. Let me see what's Raider's vision. Yeah, I don't think Raider saw the 2 additional racks building here, so he has no idea that a 3 racks pressure is coming in. What does he have? He has 2 gateways, and he's just getting up his second assimilator. So as of right now, Raider does not have an idea at what Tdub's doing. And as you can see here, Tdub pumping out Marines, Marauders, and I don't know when he's going to start researching his combat shield or stim pack, but we'll have to see on the timing for that, as he's still on 1 refinery. It's only one guy, there's only one guy on there, so it's going to take him some time, but he's continuously producing SCVs. The key to a good game, whether it be early or whether it be late, is an economy, and you can see he's getting his orbital command up right now. It's continuing to produce Marines, Marauders, because those units are very well balanced out to defend against gateway units. Now Raider does have a stalker coming out, but I don't know if he's going to be ready for this. See what we have. We have an SCV scout near the Zalaga tower there. Now he's just chilling out, just seeing if any early aggression comes from Raider at this choke point right here. See what he's going to do. Now we see this 2 Marauders and 4 Marines heading out, and let's see what damage he can do. Now keep in mind, this is a game that I am casting to show you how to defend an early aggression rush from a Terran player, because a lot of Terran players love to do that. And the ideal situation is to drop the robotics, which Raider just did, because if you can pump out Immortals without panicking, Immortals will just tear through Marauders. Even though Marauders are very strong, they do 10 damage, 20 versus armor. Immortals have a lot of they're very heavy units. So let's see what Tdub can do. He has a small force, a sizable force, which Right now, Raider seems to be outmatched with, but we'll see what happens. See the SCVs coming down. They want to get some bunkers up, which would be ideal. And oh, there we go. You have a bunker coming up. You have the Marines and Marauders going to town on the Stalker now. More and more Stalkers are coming out, and oh my goodness, there's 2 bunkers in Raider's base. Now let's see how much this aggression will come in. And as you can see, ooh, an Immortal is coming out. I hope Tdub can target fire this down. If he doesn't, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. There's probes that are coming off the line to assist. A Zealot, a Stalker. Oh my god. Raider is taking a lot of damage from the probes. Now if he can get the bump, oh, he got the bunkers up. So the Marauders have really good range in the bunkers, and the Marines as well. So if he can get a few of those guys in there, then he'll be fine. But as you can see, Tdub is in a very strong position. But keep in mind, the Immortal is coming out, and I don't think Tdub knows about that. So we'll see what we'll see how he can respond to that. Now Immortal's out. The 2 Marauders are going to go engage it. Hopefully, there we go. It engages it, and you can just see how much damage that Immortal just did to that Marauder. As you can see here, the pressure keeps continuing. Don't know if Raider can hold this off, but we'll see. The Immortal is very good against structures as well because it deals so much damage, 50 damage to armored structures or units. Now, if Tdub continues to send reinforcements, he'll be good, but he's not. He stopped sending reinforcements. Now, he is kind of in a vulnerable position because if he gives Raider time to mass up his force, he's not going to have much of a chance because he's on 1 base. This is pretty much an all-in from him, and sitting back and just letting him kind of mass up here, it's not the ideal situation. He has 2 Immortals out, he has 4 Stalkers, and he should be more than capable of contending with this push. Now you can see more reinforcements coming in, that's good, but there are no upgrades on the Marines or the Marauders, which kind of make them vulnerable against not gateway units, but more robotic units, as Immortals are just absolutely amazing. Now you can see Raiders trying to kind of get rid of the bunker. He got one down. Let's see if we can try to take the other one down. But the bio is still a very effective unit to go against with the usual Zealot and Stalker combo. But the Immortals are causing him a lot of trouble. Now you can see he's not forgetting about his micros. He is putting his base down, so we'll see how that comes into effect. Now, what else do we have going for him here? So, yeah, the bio is going to get mopped up. There's no way he could have content with that. Now, let's see. We have two more Marauders here being a nuisance. Hopefully we can take it out, but they're going for the pylon, so we'll see. No, one Marauder's down, the other one's down. Now, the poor Marine's going to die as well. Now let's see, what is Raider going to do? His response right now should be a counter, and I think that's what he's going to be doing. And let's see what Tdub has to defend. Now there is an observer here, so he's going to be fully aware of what he's doing. Now he's coming out with 6 racks. There's 3 here, 3 down there. Now transferring all the SCVs over. Let's see if he can hold it on, but I don't think he's going to be holding on. These two Marauders are going to be in a lot of trouble when everything else comes down. So let's see what happens. Now target firing the Marauders would be ideal, and Tdub's in trouble right now. He's sending all these SCVs to go attack. Now that's not a good thing because losing SCVs is losing minerals, as you are going to be down on mining. But we'll see what he can do. Now if he needs to block his now Tdub is in a whole heap of trouble, as Raider is continuing to push into his base, as Tdub has no answer to these Immortals. Now the biggest threat are these Immortals, as I've been saying the whole game. If he can manage to get them down, he should be fine, as the Stalkers aren't that much of a threat early game. But see, now he's more SCVs and trying to engage, which aren't going to work. Now you have this Marauder here, he's just walking right by. I don't know what he was doing there, but more and more SCVs now. Oh my goodness, this is such a bad position that Tdub is in, as he's losing so many SCVs. So we have one Marine there that gets taken out. What else? We have another Marine, a few more Marines pop out that get taken out. Immortals are going to town on these buildings, and more SCVs are coming out to try to assist. Now, that's oh man. At this point, it looks like Tdub is going to be out of the game, as I don't think he has anything to defend. Now there's a proxy pylon here, as he can warp in more units. Oh, there's another one going down, just in case. Yeah, it's about time you're going to see the GG, as I don't think Tdub's going to come back from this. Now you do have a small force here. Now he has the target fire down the Immortal. Oh, he doesn't get it. These Marines are, without combat shield, they're very weak. So, and what else? He's continuing to pump out Marine and Marauder, but this Rax is going to get destroyed. The Immortals, this Immortal has 15 kills. That one here has 20 kills. So, there just goes to show you that early game pressure from Terran players, if it's not being pulled off properly, then you have a very good chance of defending. Now he is trying to come out with a bunker here just to give him additional support, and hopefully if Raider can attack, then he should be fine, but I don't think he sees that. Oh, there, now he's about to engage that, so it's pretty much game over for Tdub at the moment. Yeah, that's about it. Too many SCVs going out to defend. Immortals, Stalkers, Sentries, a good mix of all-around units that'll essentially be the end of Tdub. So the SCVs are still continuing to chase. Now warping in some more Zealots to deal with the SCVs. Now what does he have at his main base? He has a small force coming up, but again, you have the Sentry here to force field the ramp in from allowing more units to come in. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, there's nothing else Tdub could do at this point. So unfortunately, his expansion's getting dropped. I don't know why he just isn't lifting it out, and there we go. Tdub just up and leaves the game. So a very interesting game from two players. Our Protoss player Raider here, who got early pressure from Tdub. And Tdub did a good job pressuring him, but he could not reinforce and keep those bunkers up. And the biggest thing is he was not aware of the Robo, which was building the Immortals. His biggest threat was the Immortals, and he couldn't deal with that, which eventually ended his game. So there you go. That's one way of defending a early aggression push from Terran, is get up Immortals, kind of keep it sneaky. If you can hold on for a bit, get that first Immortal out, then you'll be fine. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. This is my first commentary. If I'm bad, I do apologize. I will hopefully get better. If you guys have any comments, you want to say something, you want to use this strategy in your games, by all means go ahead, and I will be putting out and pumping out a lot more games. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and if you have any comments, you can leave it in the description below. Alright, take care guys.